So, a question I get asked a lot is, when should you actually think about taking out a chimney breast? This is Birkbeck Hill. Upstairs first, the bedroom. I didn't want a chimney breast there. Downstairs, same stack. Didn't want it there either. And here's the kitchen. That chimney breast was enormous, really wide and deep. It ate into both the kitchen and the bathroom and basically dictated the entire layout of that end of the house. So this wasn't just about modernising, it was about getting the space back. When you look at the rough plans, you can see how those rooms sat originally, and once the chimney breasts were gone, it completely changed what was possible. Upstairs, I gained enough room to fit a small bedroom and a bathroom where there simply hadn't been space before. Downstairs, it meant I could run kitchen units the full length of the wall. Massive difference. Now, quick reality check. If you're in a terraced or semi-detached house, this isn't just a DIY decision. Across the world, and certainly in the UK, anything involving a shared wall means a party wall agreement of some sort. It's a legal requirement, full stop, and this is where people get into trouble. I was chatting to a friend who was renovating a house, and it turned out her builder had used gallows brackets, she hadn't checked building control, and she didn't know she needed a party wall agreement. She rang the builder, he laughed, told her it was fine, said she didn't need one, and she took his word for it. The problem isn't today, the problem is when she comes to sell. Any half-decent survey will spot that the chimney breast has gone, and at that point the surveyor and/or solicitor should ask for the party wall paperwork. If it doesn't exist, that can become a very real and very expensive problem. On the structural side, if you're not taking the chimney stack down, it has to be supported. Years ago, people used gallows brackets. You'll still see them, but they're not accepted everywhere and they aren't best practice anymore. Some councils want a steel, some want structural calculations, some want the stack taken down entirely. You have to check your local regs. From a practical point of view, just be warned. Taking out a chimney breast is filthy. The dust is unbelievable. Brick dust, soot, decades of whatever's been living in that chimney. PPE is not optional. Empty room, plastic over the door, and a very clear plan for getting rid of a huge amount of rubble. You can start at the top or the bottom, but the key thing is taking the brickwork back completely flush to the wall so it can be finished properly. And yes, you will end up with a hole in the floor. That's normal, and you will sometimes uncover spectacular historic bodges along the way. But you can see the impact. It made the bedroom much bigger, the kitchen was transformed, and it gave me the room for an extra bedroom or study upstairs. Now, chimneys aren't always about removal. This is the grey house. The original fireplace was completely wrong for the space, and I wanted a modern, stylish log burner. But when it came out, it turned out the chimney breast wasn't centred because there was a flue coming up from below. I stared at this wall and the yellow lines for days trying to work out how to make a fireplace work without it looking ridiculous. In the end, because I wanted a big log burner, the opening wasn't big enough, and the only answer was to extend the chimney breast and support it properly from the basement up, so everything lined up and was structurally sound. It was more work, but it absolutely made the room in the end. And finally, Brooklands. I honestly haven't decided yet. There's a beautiful fireplace in what will be the main lounge, but something odd has happened. It looks like part of the chimney breast has already been removed outside. I want to keep the one in what will be the lounge, but I don't want the one above it, and the kitchen chimney almost certainly has to go. But the kitchen's single story, so nothing lines up quite where you'd expect. So that decision is going to have to wait until I can actually get in, open things up, and see what's really going on. And that, inevitably, will be another video.